My sister and her friends invited me to go out to dinner. One of them, she asked if she could pray for me. She was able to tell me things that I never told anyone. These girls learned how to pray like that from this small church in the middle of nowhere. You know, it seemed like an amusement park for spiritual experience.
God will give you everything you want!
You really parted the sea and really saved my life.
We were all excited to move there.
Prophesy breath, prophesy life, and life came to the bones. They rose from the dead.
The reality of being there was not quite the same as I had imagined it would be. We went to church 5 days a week, 5 hours a day. Everything the leader says is from God, so you don't dare go against them. After a while, it became too much. I couldn't bear it anymore. I just packed up my few belongings, I got in my car and I left. And I figured that God was done with me. My experience at that church, which was less than a year, it never went away. I was always haunted by my experience there. A person who grew up in the church created a Facebook page. They told story after story about pastor worship.
Get on my hands and my knees and say, please.
Parents estranged from their kids.
He said, well, I'm just mad at Pastor Steve. All right, but if you let that in your house, you're next. You're going to lose that kid.
I decided to go back to the church. I interviewed people that grew up there, former members. It was a lot darker than I could have imagined.
People literally starving or beating their children in the name of the Lord.
Our children couldn't be kids. They were always in church.
I had bruises from Secure down my body because she would beat me, and they didn't do anything about it.
Everyone is struggling because of something they learned, heard, or did, or happened to them in WRC.
Steve had a history of always siding with abusers, never with the victims.
Finding out he has PTSD, finding out that your rape was a setup, finding that it is 100% occult.
This is for someone's entertainment, for their fun.
People are doing things that are going to lead to destruction, and they're spouting them and they're posting them.
He's been able to control the narrative up until this point.
These people are all liars!
He's no longer here. He was just a kid.
He's nothing more than another Jim Jones.
I've never seen any violence happen, but that type of blind loyalty, that means we're this close.
They're not praying over them, they're praying on you.